Idris Elba.
Good. How are you?
Doing great. Doing great. Got a positive black image up here on the screen,
Yeah, of
So
course. Everybody likes him.
yeah, he's cool, he's chill, you know. You don't see him in any situations. We'll check that out in a minute.
Oh man.
Out there for a minute, The Stripe Down Misogyny, with lovely name, by the way. I love it. That's what we try to do here. Hey, welcome, J. Mike. Welcome to the stage.
I'm back now.
I'm back with another triggering topic. So, any thoughts about Idris Elba? Let me get your thoughts about him. How well you know him, how well you don't know him. Kind of break it down like that.
Okay, I'll go first. So Idris, I think he's pretty cool. I mean, isn't he from London to be exact, right?
He
Correct.
sure is.
Yeah. And he's been in the industry for like about a minute. And I know him because he made like I think a reggae music. I think he made a reggae video. And he
Oh,
dropped like yeah, he did. He dropped a song. It did really well. And also he does like really good movies. I think the best movies he acts in is when he's like the savior. I like him when he plays those roles.
me too.
Yeah.
Name one movie you like that he was in.
Oh, you gonna put me on the spot? I don't know off the top of my head.
Well, I can't think of one off the top of my head too. I know I liked him in this movie here, which was
It's one movie I can think of with him and Beyonce, and it's Obsessed. That's one movie that come in my mind when Idris Elba is mentioned.
Yeah, he was also Idris was
He was
also
on a
in,
lot of stuff. Oh, he was on Daddy's Little Girls by
yeah,
Tyler
that's how
Perry
I
too.
think that's how he got famous. Looks like he's got a new episode, I'm not sure what thing, but he has something called Hijack that's going to come out. That's going to be good. I think is it out yet? Let me look into it.
Yeah, you guys are right. Tyler Perry put him on the roadmap. But he
And Daddy's Little Girl.
yeah, that's where most people know him from. And then he played No Good Deeds. That was another good movie he played in, but he was a villain in that movie. And he was in the Avengers and
Yeah, he was in Avengers, and then he also had a cameo appearance in Extraction 2.
yeah.
And it looks like he's got a new movie coming out called The Fallen Sun on Netflix. I can't wait to see that. What else? Yeah, he was in Thor. Did a great job in that. I kind of like his action movies, you know. Then there was some other movies. He was a villain in a couple movies, but
Yeah, he was in Thor also.
yes. And he started. Well, I don't. Yeah, Daddy's a Little Girl, I guess, got him on the map, but I think he was in a Denzel movie, that gangster movie. I forgot the name of the dang game. Let me put in. American Gangster. He was in it. He was Tango in it. So yeah, he was in that one. Yeah. Let me play a little bit more.
A great time. You're out there DJing. Are you still in?
In Ibiza,
You're in Ibiza DJing.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a DJ. Just like me. I'm popping my collar.
With a British accent too.
Yep.
I believe that's his original accent.
Yep, sure is.
DJ, and then you spend the weekend at home, and then you come back, and then
Cut. Thank you.
Let me pause this. He was also in a movie called Turn Up Charlie. Let me see if I can get away with playing.
It feel like he was in too many movies.
I love this movie. This. I mean, he was in so many movies, but this one right here, I love this movie here.
And Charlie.
That was a massive deal.
Charlie,
What are you doing?
noise down. What are you doing here?
What the fuck are you doing in my room?
I'll tell you, this was hilarious.
I was gonna say, DJ Torch, you got to be careful with playing in movie previews.
Yeah. Oh, they hit you hard, huh?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I'll just play that little bit right there. But I will tell you this. This was hilarious. You got to see it. It's Turn Up Charlie. Oh, it was turned up. It's been out for some years. I think I saw it like 3, well, this is 4 years ago. So about three and a half years ago. It was cool. It was cool. So let me get out of this because the trailers be trailing. But yeah, turn up Charlie. Let's see what else he gonna say.
Who's that? And I said, Idris Elba. He goes, who's that? And he's a kid, you know, like 15 or whatever. And then I go, and then he goes, oh, that's the guy from the guy who's eating the hot wings.
Let me kick out, shout outs. Everybody on the stage is Strike Down Misogyny and J Mike. In the chat, we have Miss RV, we have Feisty Black Tina, we have Prism, we have the LW Hub for Women, we have Benji Masu, we have all the people in the clouds, we have, let's see who else is up in here. Okay, I think this is what we got on in the chat. If everybody up in clouds, why don't you come down here? Join us in the chat. Say hello. Don't worry, we don't buy what we do by there. I brought this up because what I found very interesting was this right here. And we kind of mulled over it during the TO video. But, you know, it seems like for some reason, you know, black men having a problem with seeking help for therapy.
In my therapy, I've been thinking a lot about changing, almost to the point of neuro paths being changed and shifting. And it's not because I don't like myself or anything like that. It's just that I have some unhealthy habits that have just really.
Ms. RV is right. Trevor is funny too.
You know, I work in an industry that I'm rewarded for those unhealthy habits.
Oh, here's a person who's he has a problem and has one of the most least dangerous holics, holics that you could have, which is a workaholic, which it can affect your health if you work too much. But at the same time, it's not like the other disables. And see, the thing is at least he is trying to work on himself, though most people would think that he doesn't have to work on himself. Well, we see in the Black Manosphere, none of them dudes want to work on themselves. And quite honestly, I think it's because they know they're beyond repair. That's what I think. They will tell us they think there's nothing wrong with them, but they know there's something wrong with them. They do. So that's my point of view. What do you guys think on stage?
I agree. They don't want to work on themselves. And so, like, if I know that I sound toxic and I know that I'm having a hard time finding relationships or connecting with people, relatively, I should go back and think about who is the main factor in all of this. And then it's going to be me. So I have to look at what can I do to change so I can become, equipped for my surroundings. They don't think like that. They feel like they're a victim of everything. Like they're a victim. Like I don't understand it either, because if the shoe was on the other foot, they will tell the woman how she needs to work on herself, but they can't see it for themselves.
I couldn't agree more.
What is that? Hello, everyone.
Hey, what's up, Fiber?
Hey, I got a little rap song.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Hey, Jay Mike, you got to go on mute, boo. Shit, my shit might be loud too in the background. But I heard 3 little piggies had something to say. I just got a question. Who you trolling today? I'm a grown woman. I ain't trying to play with you. So don't let the dough hit you with a good Lord split you. All right.
Anyone else have talent or anything? Anyone would want to sing? That's how we do it here on Open
Hi,
Mic.
DJ.
Torch, how long you gonna be live?
That was good.
Hey, Torch.
Bars, yeah, bars, Benji.
I'm finna drop down. I might come back up a little later because I'm in the
Okay.
middle of washing my hair too. So
Sounds good. Okay.
because they got that little digital thing, they ain't got to do nothing.
Okay, let me go ahead and play this one. Wait, where is that one I was looking for? I saw some weird video. I thought I put it in here already. Oh, here it is. You guys got to hear. This is weird. This is really weird to me because everybody knows Chris Brown's history, right? And so right now, what I would like Strike Down Misogyny and Cyber Dreams to do for me is we'll start with Strike Down Misogyny since you were here first. Tell me what you know about Chris Brown's history.
From what I know is he started off very good, talented, and he beat up Rihanna.
Yes.
And he's a colorist. He doesn't like dark-skinned women. I believe he had a party where he declined dark-skinned women. There's a rumor that he's a coke head, allegedly. He changes his appearances a lot. He's full of tattoos now, and I think he's a Los Angeles Blood member.
Got it. Strike Down Misogyny. What ideas do you have you remembered about him?
When it comes to Chris Brown, I remember growing up, because I grew up on Chris Brown when I was younger. And before, he used to have really good R&B songs. He would actually tell the guys how to talk to women, and he would have it in the songs. And he made the music in the beginning. But then that whole altercation with him and Rihanna, that's what he is known for. And even though he tried to change and he did a little bit better afterwards, but I think they really blackballed him for that. And moving forward, I do heard that he's a colorist. I think he's a colorist. I still think he is. I don't really think he's a good person overall. If I see him, I'll probably won't even say hi. I'll just be like, oh, that's Chris Brown. Like, I'm not a really big fan of him. I mean, his music is okay, but I don't think he's a good person. And he looks like a zombie, like from the zombie apocalypse, because he has all those tattoos and he stay changing his hair. I don't really find him attractive at all. That's it.
If you are a person who appreciates a person of good character and soul, then I can see you thinking like that. I mean, he wouldn't be attractive to you, because you're looking for certain wavelengths. I learned that from you, by the way. You're looking for certain wavelengths that he does not have.
Yeah.
And I think he started. Isn't he from like Ohio or something? Like the Sticks?
I'm not sure. I honestly don't. I don't remember that part.
And look how male culture just changed that boy. Like hands down, he was supposed to be on like Michael Jackson level. There's no artist that can dance right now like that boy or that man. I say, like talent wise, like it's supreme. But his character, his mindset, it just goes to show you how a young man like that, clean cut. Remember his first song he came out with? Clean cut, respectable, and it just changed like over the years. We just see him change over the years. Black male culture.
Yeah. It took him down and around, So anyway, Act Natural Under Pressure's in the house. Benji's in the house. Miss RV is in the house. The LW Academy Hub for Women is in the house. Prism's in the house. Let's play a little bit. I got something else to play.
Who else is on the panel?
Oh, we got Betterment of Black Women is here.
Hi.
Yeah, ask her. What she think about Chris Brown?
Yeah, what are your thoughts about Chris Brown?
I did a video on Chris Brown. Do you want to show it?
You did?
Yeah. Remember?
Throw the link in the chat and I'll grab it from there.
I'll put it in the private chat. Give me 1 second.
Okay. I'll play what I got here for now, and then I'll put yours up when it gets here.
He seems like one of these young, entitled, rich guys who's never been told no. And he also seems like the type that doesn't respect women.
Chris Brown arrested after woman claims that he threatened her with a gun.
If I love you, ain't nobody gonna have you. I'm gonna make you miserable. I'm gonna chase that out. I'm gonna chase your ass around. Shit. I'm one of them. If I love you, ain't nobody gonna have you. Yeah.
Right. Wow. I didn't know it was all like that.
Damn.
Chris Brown is disgusting for how he treats women. Not only has he beat Rihanna in the past, but it looks like he's beat every girl he's ever dated. One of his last girlfriends, Karrueche Tran, got a 5-year restraining order against Chris.
Can you? Oh my. Okay. Wow. Okay. I have a, oh, you guys are gonna like this. Let's just put it this way. I'm already shocked. That's why I like sometimes doing something off the cuff, is because it's just good. It's just good. I didn't know she got a 5-year restraining order. You know how much evidence you have to get a 5-year restraining order? Man.
Buku.
Yeah.
Buku evidence.
So
that's not good enough. Restraining order not good enough. He should be in prison.
Basically. So he's in the hands and feet club.
Hands and feet, yeah.
You know?
I was in the private chat.
Got it. Yeah. Oh, Chris Brown.
You know, some people say that men that do that consistently, they have excuse my French, but the V envy. They envy the VV, the V.
Mm-hmm.
And like they subconsciously want to be women. I've heard that.
Wow. That's deep.
Allegedly.
Okay. So let me keep playing a little bit more of this, and then we're going to go to betterments.
After he threatened to kill her. So let's get into it.
And somehow he's not in jail. That's weird.
DJ Torch, you see that?
Fans are finally
message? You see that message right there? Who is that?
Which one? Where?
Right there on the screen. Who is that?
Oh, I don't know. Let's find out. When he comes up, he'll have to show his face in the back. You know how we do. We don't know who he is, so we're having a good show. We're pros. You know how we do this.
Starting to realize that Chris Brown is a terrible person. And Chris Brown continues to complain that people still hate him for assaulting Rihanna. I'm sorry, Chris, but you're gonna have to live with this for the rest of your life.
It's not only that, but
pretty ass eyes.
The problem is it's not that he beat up on Rihanna. It's the fact that he keeps updating his resume as far as being abusive. If he would have beat up Rihanna, and though I probably wouldn't have forgotten him for it, most people would have. But he keeps updating his resume. Oh, okay, it's 2022. It's time for me to beat up somebody. It's time for me to who's on the list here.
Oh shit! He also had a issue with Usher and what's that girl name?
Tiana Taylor.
Yes. Yeah,
remember that?
Yeah.
And then he beat up on Usher. So it's, he's beating up on dudes too. But guess what? Guess what? Let me play a
Sometimes
little
I
bit.
feel like sometimes Chris Brown has an anger issue.
I think that's putting it nicely.
Yeah.
You know, that's putting it very, very
It
nicely.
might be a little deeper than that.
Yeah, I'm thinking it is. I'm thinking it's basically if he wasn't making as much money as he is right now for other people, he would be staring at some. He would be wearing orange, in my opinion.
Right.
Let's break down Betterment. Here we go. Nice intro, by the way, Betterment. Well done.
Thank you. Hey, y'all. Welcome back. This is Betterment, a Black woman, with another video. So, in today's video, we are going to talk about Chris Brown. So, apparently, Chris Brown is facing another lawsuit again, but this time his lawsuit has to do with Popeyes. Okay, so what is going on here is that Chris Brown, along with the artist The Dream, are co-owners of a Popeye restaurant somewhere down in Atlanta or somewhere, and they have not paid the restaurant anything regarding the loans. So the restaurant is taking it upon themselves to sue Chris Brown and The Dream. So I'm going to read you guys this article, and I'll be back with my commentary. So Chris Brown sued over unpaid defaulted Popeyes restaurant loans. Chris Brown is being sued over unpaid Popeyes loans, according to The Blast. Legal documents state that the City National Bank is suing Brown over a $2 million loan they gave him in purchasing 2 locations. Along with Chris Brown, several other people, including The Dream, were a part of the hefty loan. So earlier, I told you guys that these restaurants might be in Atlanta. Please excuse me. That was the wrong information. These are the locations is based in California, where Chris Brown actually lives. He lives in Los Angeles. So the bank stated, Mr. Brown is a professional guarantor of the cash and has been ordered to repay over $1 million. As of February 17, 2023, borrowers and guarantors owe over $2 million in unpaid principals and interest.
Wow. I mean, he can't even pay bills. He's violent and he can't pay bills.
Because how long has it been since he put out a hit? When was that? Like 2012? And you haven't seen Chris Brown?
I mean, he's had some jams come out. I remember that one. He
did, yeah. The one that went viral on TikTok. Everybody with the sheets.
Yeah, but how much money did he get off of that? I don't know if it's much because
a couple million. I mean,
he got some money off of that. There's no reason why he can't pay Popeyes.
Yeah, let me find out. Let me find out how much. Let me find out how much he's worth. The thing is this
he should have went and talked to Shaq.
Yeah, the point of going into business is to make money. So I don't know what he did wrong.
Here's what he did wrong. So you guys remember the whole Popeyes fiasco that happened back in 2018, 2019, where people were like stumping all over each other for like a Popeye sandwich. There were long lines. Popeyes was running out of chicken and all that stuff. Chris Brown made bukus of money off of people buying sandwiches, right?
Right.
So don't you think he wouldn't have the money to pay off the restaurant and off that loan.
Exactly.
It didn't
Yeah.
make sense to me. Like, go ahead.
Well, yeah, I looked him up, and this is how much he's worth. Technically, he says he's worth $50 million. $2 million should be a drop in the bucket for him. So I don't get it. I think it's that pathology. I think it's that pathology.
They don't have a business mindset. They don't have business etiquette. They don't have investment skills. They're not good with money. That's part of their downfall as well.
Look, DJ, if Chris Brown wouldn't have kept his hands off the women in his relationship, he could have been over like 100 million, 200 million.
I would say who take the top hip hop artist, and he would be making that much. I don't know who it is, but he had that much talent. He had that much skill. He could have been. I don't think he could have beat Michael Jackson, but he should have came very, very close. Let's see how much Michael Jackson.
They was grooming him. No, they was grooming him to be on a Michael Jackson level.
Yeah.
And then that Rihanna shit happened. Chris Brown is talented. I'm not finna say this dude is not talented. His dancing and his stage performance and stage presence is up there.
Right. But it's that pathology. See, yeah, Michael Jackson staggering $500 million, and that's after he made some mistakes on his own as well.
See, Michael Jackson was a universal artist.
Right.
Chris Brown was going to be there, but now
Chris Brown very well could have done a very similar thing without having to, So I'm bringing this up for a good reason. Because why is it? Okay, who do you think loves and supports Chris Brown the most?
His mom and his fans.
Okay. Guess who his fans are?
Who?
Black women.
Oh, yeah.
Let's find out right now. Here we go.
Clip that just came across my desk in reference to one of these twins that goes by the name of the Mian twins or Mayan twins. They're IG influencers, IG models, whatever have you. And if I'm not mistaken, they're of Albanian and Pakistani descent. I believe they're around 22 years old. And the clip is basically one of them, whose name is Azra. She talks about an experience that she had with Chris Brown in reference to the DMs. And she tried with her whole entitled mentality. She got humbled pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and jump into this clip and see how it turned out for her, man. Let's go.
Who's the most famous person in your DMs right now?
Can I just say what they do?
Sure.
Artist.
Well, no shit. He's an artist. Is it? Okay. Some serious.
That's a big one. Too.
That's a big one. That's like A tier.
That's like A-list, yeah.
That's A-list for sure. Who would you say is yours?
Mine.
Okay, it hasn't changed.
It hasn't changed. Consistent. But I actually didn't even update you on
what happened.
This certain person.
Can we say his name?
Not on camera. I'll say it to you.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
He was hitting me up consistently this past month, and we got into it in DM because he was nasty. He was really rude to me.
No way.
I swear to God. 2 weeks ago. Hitting me up consistently. Again, I kind of wanted to just entertain it to see where the conversation would go. This person's been messaging me for 2 years now.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. He's like, I'm finally in town. I go, cool, me too. He's like, what should we do? I said, I don't know. And he goes,
why would you say that?
Chill. Because I'm just entertaining. I don't actually care to see him, but I want to see what he's going to say.
Okay.
He goes, I'm down for something chill.
Hold on. What did you expect him to say?
What do you expect him to do?
You out?
Yeah.
Okay, to dinner.
Yeah, and he goes, you can just chill vibes, so come over.
Yeah, obviously.
So what is the intention there?
He wants to fuck.
Thank you. So of course, as a girl, I'm gonna assume that's what a guy thinks, right?
Yeah.
Especially with his status, if you're hitting up a random girl on Instagram, you're gonna kind of want something out of it.
So you see how throughout that conversation so far, before we get into the rest of the video, she's basically just playing games. You know what type of guy.
See.
Mm-hmm.
Why having precautions that's precautionary.
Right.
Yeah.
So a woman can't be cautious?
Exactly.
They think that because they want to have something to say about her, like negative something, so they can catch her into something. That's it.
Okay, let me break it down like this, and then I want to hear from Strike Down Misogyny. There's already some bad layers here. The first layer is that he even brought up Chris Brown, knowing his violent nature. That's like, don't get me wrong, it's not near, bringing up Dahmer, but shit, he knows. I know this guy's smart enough to know what has been proven about Chris Brown, but he still does something on him. Then he tries to demean the women that have an interaction with Chris Brown. Okay, he did that at the beginning, even before we started playing, the video. Then the video plays, and you saw that the young ladies thought that this guy, who they probably thought was cool before they started interacting with him, was a good guy, but they turned out that they realized that he's nasty. They said he was nasty. Okay. Then the thing that knocked it out is he asked her, so what do you want to do? If you're a man, you don't ask a woman what you want to do. Is, would you like to go out? Let's hang out sometime. Let's catch some coffee, maybe some dinner or a glass of wine. What does she do? She asks him, what do you want to do? And then he says, I want to F. Right? Chris Brown is not the only one who does this. And then they wonder why these men think women are getting out of pocket. Now we see how dangerous it is when you hear Chantel Simone telling that a woman should get a brick for being out of pocket. When the mentality of so many of these men is basically violent. You give it up or I give you the brick. That's basically, and if you don't, they think you're out of pocket. And here is this guy right here, this JR dude, literally supporting that. Knowingly or unknowingly, by knowing the history of Chris Brown, demeaning the women in here, and then trying to roast them. And trying to say it has something to do with entitlement. Do you see how nasty this dude is? Do you see how nasty he is?
He a biracial, Torch?
I have no clue. He potentially, yeah. Well, we could say potentially, right? But you see where this is going. And this guy right here is about to go in on those women for being cautious. What he's calling being entitled, but it's really just being cautious. It's everything that the excellent work that Cyber Dreams did, these women are trying to do in this interaction. I hope they blocked him out, because there's nothing to be had here. But at the same time, I'm kind of curious to know why they even, because the young ladies should know too. So why did they even entertain him at all? Because all he has left is some equal lefts and equal rights for these women. Some hands and feet. But let's see what the hands and feet defender is going to say.
Guy he is, right? According to you, he's saying these things, chill vibes, relax. Like my man said, what did you want him to say? What did you expect him to say? He's like, go out to dinner.
Something respectful.
Or whatever. He said, pull up, come through. So if you know he's that type of guy, she's just like, I just want to see where it goes. Why go through all that? What are you just trying to prove? And of course, you're communicating with this guy.
That is exactly what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go see where it goes. You're supposed to find out how they're thinking. You don't want to put words in these people's mouths. I believe I saw a video from LW. Angelina had a video on on reading narcissists. And the thing was that you tell them how you feel, right? You tell them how you feel and you see what reaction you get back from them. That's basically what this young lady did in this video. So what are your thoughts so far, everybody?
Well, she's being cautious. It's like these men feel that women are supposed to just bite on every advance.
Right.
Like, I don't know. A lot of non-black women are cautious. But
Right.
black women, we need to be more cautious as well. We need to take notes. Don't be so informative about your life. Just, keep it kind of vague to see what they say.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, the thing is that really, quite honestly, the most logical thing in this interaction was for them not to even entertain him. Nothing. There's no way. Let me kick some quick shout outs and then I want to get everybody else's opinion. Indiana Mom is in the house. Angelina is in the house. Alexander is in the house. Quita Ward is in the house. Rico is in the house. Cyber Dreams is in the house. We have Prism in the house. We have Act Natural Under Pressure in the house. Miss RV is in the house. Who else do we have up in here? Pax is in the house. Benji Masu is in the house. Spicy Black Tina is in the house. Strike Down Misogyny is in the house. If I missed you, please put in something in the chat so I can catch up. Okay, so we're back. Strike Down Misogyny, what is your thoughts?
I think it's good that she kept it vague. As far as he goes, I think a lot of these men feel like they are entitled. Like, I don't know, like, what it is about them, like, and I feel like it's because it's their ego. It got to their head.
I mean, the thing is, that's the funny thing is that, see, you bring up a good point. This man right here is trying to say that the women were entitled, but really, basically, it was Chris Brown who was entitled.
Right.
I mean, I don't blame him. He's a superstar, but at the same time, he's still he's still being entitled. It's just, it's the red pill is must have some type of hallucinogen in it.
Here's the thing: is I'm gonna have to say it is mostly the mammies in these spaces bigging up their heads, saying that going out in public saying black men are sexy, they can do no wrong, and that's why their head is so gassed up. It's because of that, and that entitlement comes from that. They feel like they're entitled to women, even though they don't bring nothing to the table. So these guys, they feel some type of way when the women do not treat them a certain way. And I mean, like, feeding their ego. So, yeah.
Let me play a little bit more of this. Oh, by the way, welcome to the stage, Alexander Brannon.
Your sister and probably anybody else. I get hit on all the time, and Chris Brown is hitting me up saying that he wants to do chill vibes. Nowhere in there, unless it's a lot of times it is implied, but nowhere in there did he come out and just say, yo, bring the pussy on the platter. But
you see, he's being deceitful because the number one thing is this. He asked the women to come over to his house for the first date. See, these people see Chris Brown as a role model. You don't ask. And so they're probably doing the same thing. So as you can notice, folks, the thing about Chris Brown, it's not about money. He's basically, in my opinion, got them vibes. I'm not going to say that with the kind of vibes he is because I want to be, a little bit covert. But he's got them kind of vibes that you don't want to go over to this man's house alone.
Hey, ain't that a song? We got that vibe. Vibe. I got that vibe.
Yeah. Yeah. So Alexander, how are you thinking about? How are you feeling about this?
I'm good.
Oh, Rico. Is that the Rico from Peso? Rico Y?
No, I don't think so.
Never mind. I was gonna say something, but
yeah, let's just keep rolling. Here we go.
This is Chris Brown. But let's get back to the rest of the clip. Let's go. Let's see where this goes at.
Okay.
So he's like, I'm down for chill vibes. So I go, yeah, chill vibes sounds good. Just letting you know, don't expect anything. Super simple. Giving it flat out. He's already getting called out, right? Do you know what he says?
What'd he say?
He goes, the fact that you need to tell me that is a bit weird. I'm a old adult. The only thing I expect for you is to act. No, he goes, I'm a old grown man. The only thing I expect is for you to act like an adult. So I said,
oh shit, there was more?
I said
there was more?
I said, you just don't know nowadays. And then I said, but the fact that you think I meant it in a disrespectful way is unfortunate. Or the fact that you think I meant it in that way is unfortunate. Or I forgot what I said.
He goes, what's your favorite movie?
Yeah, and then he goes, LOL, what's your favorite movie?
Oh, because you clapped
And
back.
so then I ghost.
Because
And then he
you clap back.
messaged me 2 days ago again, like, still down for a movie. And I was like, I'm just not answering you now because you're just disrespectful. And I was like, if you think you could talk to me like that and I haven't even like met you fully in person, imagine how you treat like your girlfriend.
I mean,
Like there's like a certain
Boom. Boom.
Yeah, she got the right idea.
Yep, she nailed it.
Like most women wouldn't have went to a house anyway because they'll be so stuck on him. They don't care about what abusive talk they have. But this woman, she was smart not to go and meet this dude.
Oh, I have a shameless plug. Well, it's not shameless because I'm very proud of this. We have a live. Well, we have the one tomorrow, but that's no big deal. That's just my live. But on Sundays, we're doing it again. We're doing it again. Another emotional health and fitness video, followed by another live. Let me bring up the name of it for you. Shameless plug and all of that. My channel there. Live. Here we go. Let me bring it on. So we have, well, let me bring on, well, oh, dang, I just got to fix the thumbnail on that one. This is going to happen Sunday evening.
Oh.
So we're going to be breaking it down once again. Not only this, but how to protect yourself from situations like this. So that's happening. And then we also have, let me take this off for a minute. We're also going to be doing another one of these. Another one of these, which is emotional health and fitness. I'm going to check in and see if a creative and other guests would like to come through right here. And we'll probably set it up around 12 noon again, like we did last week.
Hey,
we got a double dose on Sunday.
Hey, I was also thinking if you guys want to do another live with me in the future.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get back to Chris. Well, Christopher Brown. Where is he? Is this it? Okay, we got that. So we find out that Chris Brown was not good with money. And we say, this is such a good learning tool, though. This is how Chris Brown is not the only one who operates like this or moves like this.
No, he's not. But, you know, it just so happens that he's the bigger superstar. And so he's going to get that spotlight. You know what I mean? So,
exactly.
Hey, he should have kept his face out of the media, kept his bills going, and, you know, we make billions off of Popeye sandwiches. And you could have
true.
You know what I mean? So it's good.
All right, let's keep it going. Let's see what else we got going here.
You can't say that. That gives it away. Oh, now you're making fun of him about his past girlfriends and things like that. My thing is, if that's the case,
why is he defending him? Oh my goodness.
That's the disgusting part.
He
Mr. Hands and Feet.
Mr. Andrew P.
Because these are women that he can never get. So the best thing he can do is try to blame, shame, and complain.
Exactly that.
Are these women biracial? They look biracial.
No, they're probably to me. I feel a Cuban vibe going on, but I think they're not. I think he wants to say that they're from Armenia or something, but they look very Cuban to me, at least. Whatever, I don't know why. You know, they just come off like that. They got the caramel skin, and basically, European features. That's just how they roll.
You can't say that. That gives it away. Oh, now you're making fun of him about his past girlfriends and things like that. My thing is, if that's the case,
notice how he missed the part about the hands and feet and things like that. Things like that is what he meant. So, okay, but Benji doesn't think they're Armenians. He sees, but do you see how these dudes protect their criminal friends? He should have said, yeah, well, Chris Brown did have some problems,
Why would you want to hang with him? So I think it's a slap in the face, first of all, for you to. So I think it's a slap in the face for fun of him about his past girlfriends and things like that. My thing is, if that's the case, why would you want to hang with him?
It would have been a mistake. Yeah, I agree. It would have been a mistake, but that doesn't justify his behavior. And maybe that's why she asked the question. Maybe she was giving him the benefit of that doubt. You guys like to roll it like that, don't you? You fellas out there in the red pill, why didn't you give him a chance? But give him the bus driver theory, even though you have a long.
But Torch, why wouldn't she entertain him? He got money, right?
Right.
These women know that they're easy pickings. They licks.
Yeah. If they don't get licked themselves, and I mean beat up. Back in the day, we used to have a saying that says, "Oh yeah, you need to give that dude a lick," and that actually meant, a fist, if you know what I mean. So yeah. I mean, the thing is this: the problem is that maybe that's what we can do. Is women who operate like this, we should tell you, if you know the history of a dude and it ain't that good, and you think he's an easy lick, you're gonna find out the hard way that it might be a bruised lick. You know what I mean?
I want to know. I just want to know why are women's self-esteem is so low when it comes to abusive man disrespecting you in front of your face.
Right.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. If this, let's say it wasn't her, right? Let's say it was another woman, and Chris Brown disrespected her. She wouldn't have went to his house anyway, because because he's Chris Brown friends, they really want to meet Chris Brown. That's how delusional they are.
Right.
So, those type of women. They have to learn the hard way. They'll get to know him. They'll get to know him a little bit better as time gets along, and maybe they'll snap out of it.
If it's not too late.
I just think it's the fame and the prestige that comes with those type of celebrities. That's all it is.
I think they want to be his next girlfriend.
It has. I don't think it has anything to do with esteem. It's just fame and prestige. You know that saying, when you're hungry, your eyes eyes are bigger than your stomach. You know that saying?
Yeah, but I really do believe it is self-worth too, because why would a man, like, the man has a history of abuse, but unfortunately you want to be the next girlfriend of Chris Brown. Like, no.
There it is. Well said. Let's keep going with it.
I think it's a slap in the face, first of all, for you to assume and just say, I'm just going to say this up front. I'm not going to do anything, blah, 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 just in case you're thinking. Oh, man, it's like he just wants to chill. He's
not that type. He's not that type.
Why these men on here acting like they don't know real men? I can't stand people like this. You just want to chill. Why don't you go to like a bar? Why don't you go to a lounge? Why don't you go somewhere with a nice atmosphere? I mean, you got the money to do so. Why you got to take the girl to your house? Like, you got all these places outside where you could go chill and you can show her a good time. He acting like he don't know what men really want.
They don't see these girls as value. If they saw these girls as value, he would have took her to a nice place. But when it comes to guys like that are stingy with their money, they actually don't like women that they don't value.
All right. In the house, Rico. Act natural under pressure. Dun 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 dun. Cyber's here. King Lucifer's in the house. Angelina's here. Prism's here. Quita's here. Benji's here. Let's keep it going. So let's see what else he has to say. Let's break it down.
Just wants to chill. And then you took it there, like he said, I'm a fucking grown man, because he did probably take it as disrespect. If he probably just wanted to hang out, he wanted to see the town, wherever it was. She lived in New York.
Like he really is one to be respected. I mean, he's talented. Good for him. I respect him in that small box. He's got a lot of money, I guess. He doesn't pay his bills. But other than that, he's not. For really a woman who wants to be in a relationship with somebody, Chris Brown is trash. And it's important because there's a lot of Chris Browns running around. I mean, what good?
And that's part of their pathology. Some of their characteristics, the attributes of it is they are easily offended.
Right. Exactly. Which shows they're he's short-tempered.
Uh-huh.
New York, I'm assuming. They're in LA now, but the twins live in New York, based off what I see on their IG profile. But my man probably just wanted to say, have some chill vibes or whatever, even though I think he said come through or come over, wherever his hotel, whatever have you. But you just want to see where this goes.
See, wow, this is just getting on my nerves. Let me just...
Yeah, he's the problem. That's what I was talking about. He acting like he don't know what men want to do. Right. Come to his house. Like, come on. Like, dude, like, really? You're promoting this? You standing up for that? Like, really?
He's promoting, in my opinion, predatory behavior.
Exactly.
This goes. Let's not play the game, man. Chris Brown, if y'all don't know, he's spending the time with you. You're responding to him. You're engaging. I'm a random IG model. He's jumping in my DMs or whatever. Baby, you know what time it is. The first girl said Drake or whatever. He said, is it Drake? And she's just whatever. But I'm going to play this clip right here where you see where these women say actually what type of time Chris Brown is on. And so if he's going to say it, he would say it. Let's play the clip.
How many girls do you think Chris Brown has smashed in his whole career?
Maybe 10,000.
Really?
Yes, nigga.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not cool with him. Like,
Me either.
I chilled with him once, and
you chill with Chris?
He tried me, but he just kind of said like, "Bitch, if you ain't fucking or sucking, get the fuck out."
Oh, but that's regular.
Damn, Chris said if you ain't sucking or fucking, get the fuck out.
A lot of people think the lyrics in the songs are fake. But when you're talking about Chris Brown, Future, Gunna, Young Thug, they telling the truth, my nigga. Like when they say if you ain't freaking, we ain't speaking, that's real. When French say she ain't busting over, call the Uber back.
Have you ever been at a party and
doesn't that contradict what this Chris Brown apologist was saying? Doesn't that contradict what I don't know why he put it in the video. Maybe he's bad at production, but you usually don't want to contradict your own narration. You know what I mean? You don't want to contradict your own propaganda. You usually don't want to, contradict your own red-splaining.
I don't know. That was disgusting. I just heard it. And they all laughing, like 10,000 girls. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't understand what these men get from this. Like, after you ejaculate, you just lost 5 minutes of your time, and you don't even know the girl name. You don't know anything, and you can't get that time back, or that time wasted, or the energy force that you just wasted.
Right.
Maybe 10,000.
Really?
Yes, nigga.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not cool with him. Like,
Me
I
either.
chilled with him once, and
Oh, you chill with Chris?
he tried me, but he just kind of said like, "Bitch, if you ain't fucking or sucking, get the fuck out."
Oh,
But that's regular.
Damn, Chris said if you ain't sucking or fucking, get the fuck out.
There are so many men who think like this. Which, I mean, if they think that way, they think that way, but don't expect to be respected.
A lot of people think the lyrics in the songs are fake. Like when you're talking about Chris Brown, Future, Gunna, Young Thug, they telling the truth, my nigga. Like when they say if you ain't freaking, we ain't speaking, that's real. When French say she ain't busting over, call the Uber back.
Have you ever been at a party and you saw this happen? Like some chicks were there,
yes,
and Chris Brown or one of these guys.
I've had girls removed from a party because they lied to me and said that they was DTF, and when they got to the fucking party where all the celebrities at, they wanted to act regular. I'm like, yo, security, can you tell them to leave? Period.
So the girls at these parties with Chris Brown, do they have to like smash the homies, or what is the rule?
Hell yeah.
I got a dude mentality, so I feel them, and that's why I don't blame them. But it's like, if your homeboy is ugly, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna take one for the team.
Wow, do you hear what they're saying?
She is disgusting too.
Man,
I don't know. I can't deal with this. This is like, they talk about this on the line. Like, say that shit in private. Like you put all your business online or what you do, like, and you flexing like that's something that's cute or something. Nothing is cute about that. I don't even think anything is cute about like women in general talking about sex like that, in front of men, like,
Exactly. Act natural under pressure says, bitch, please.
But then they want to judge black women like the Sukianas. But all the people I see on these things are non-black women.
Wait, your voice fell out. Do me a favor and repeat.
Somebody
repeat
called
your
me.
last. Oh, somebody called you? Okay, please say what you said before, because it was bars.
I said they weaponize the talking points against women, right? They bash the Sukianas, the black chicks, but all the women I see that's talking that reckless are non-black women.
Yep. Great point. Bars. Let's see what this clown has.
Girls, shut up. Y'all know y'all be taking one for the team all the time just to get next to the star. This happens in every clique, crew,
That is
whatever happens.
nasty. I'm sorry. Why? Like, I don't know what woman will go sleep with the best friend or sleep with his friend to get with the main guy. That just, I don't know. Like, it's a point where if he don't like you, it's okay, sis. Just move on. Like, that's just like demoting yourself all the way down. You're doing something that you don't want to do in hopes of getting liked by somebody who possibly won't even like you.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically talking in the language of scumbag.
Yeah.
And this is the only thing. This is the only thing I have to say about that for him. This dude's a clown.
Straight up clown. Like Boo Boo the clown.
It's like crazy.
To get close to the star, you're gonna have to do something, but that's just how these groupies are. Now, Chris Brown has been compared to the next Michael Jackson. This is on the next level. So just imagine a woman getting around Michael Jackson and y'all can save the jokes. But just imagine a woman getting around Michael Jackson and saying, "Oh no, I just want to come." He said, "I just want to have chill vibes." Oh no. 50 Cent said this: "If you don't know when you come around me what you're supposed to do, then I don't know what's wrong with you. We got some issues up here if you don't know what you're supposed to do when you come around me." You feel me? Because this is just a little bit too weird. But baby girl here, she made a lot of assumptions. She put that out front. I expect us to be.
Those aren't assumptions. Those aren't assumptions. Those are conclusions.
Yeah,
He's
this
old
guy,
enough to
he
know. Go ahead.
he lowering my vibrations towards right now.
Yeah, this is disgusting. This is why when you go like talk to people, you need to talk to people who don't even do shit like this. People who go to the gym, who do useful things with their time. Who not gonna go, go find girls and go sleep with them when they could be working out, when they could be reading a book, when they could be like doing something more constructive with their time.
But here's the thing: these guys don't care. Like these guys attract HIV the fastest, right? And then they go on there, have sex with their girlfriend. They give her the disease and whatnot. These guys are trifling. They don't care what or who they f with. As long as they getting their rocks off, they don't care. Like these guys' mindsets are backwards. Like, ugh.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And to me, in my opinion, it's like this is why the Black male community is the way it is, because when you get so sexually obsessed that the first thing you want to do is bang, how can you get anything done? How can you even find a good relationship? I was debating some people earlier today on Dee Dee's channel about they were defending the hell out of T.O. And they knew very little about T.O. really. I told them more about T.O. than they knew. They didn't know anything about, and it was funny because all the information was out there, but they didn't dig deep. They knew nothing about who his father was, and I knew they wanted to try to blame his mother for his emotional issues, but then I broke it down to them and say, well, she was only a kid, and the dude, who was the father, lived across the street and was twice the kid's age, but they still defended him, his behavior. And I said, you do know that he divorced a woman in 3 days, right? In old, I believe it's better defined as. So what's so good about this guy? They couldn't tell me anything. All they could do is try to defend him. All they could do is try to defend him. I might play the tape later. We might go over that tape later, not tonight, because it'll take too long. It'll be like another 2 hours or so. But you should have heard the way they were defending T.O.'s behavior. Even though I clearly proved to them that he had a mental issue. It was funny because what happened was this. In fact, let me go ahead and break into that right now. Let me get into that, because the argument was they were trying to use T.O. as a way to justify, how bad, Black women behave. Believe it or not, that was what they were doing. And where is it? Okay, here we go. And I had to tell him that I was nice about it, and maybe I shouldn't have been nice. I should have said, look, you do know T.O. was batshit crazy, right? I mean, he's the one who had all the mental issues, has not been in a good relationship yet, even though he said he brags about, but they were trying, believe it or not, these guys were trying to put Caucasian women on a pedestal. But I had to tell them, I broke their hearts, because I said, you do know that he even had issues with the Caucasian women. So So where's this? What are you guys trying to do in here? Because you're basically trying to glamorize a situation with T.O. to justify mistreating black women. Let me play a little bit of T.O. Let me play a little bit of T.O. for y'all. Oh, think about how disgusting that is. His father lived right across the street from him. And everybody wanted to protect his father so much that his father never met him, or i.e., fathered him. And it's funny because they never talk about his father in depth. And I know the reason why. Because there's many just like him. He knew T.O. was there. He knew T.O.'s was his. He knew he was 30, 32, and the little girl was 16 that he had a kid with. And it's creepy that at the very least, these people in the Manosphere should have acknowledged that. They didn't. You know, you guys know about what's his name? Who's that Ravens linebacker? Damn. Well, he was born from a kid as well. So you got all these men out here. Really, they try to make these young girls who had kids responsible for what a grown man did to them, which was impregnate them. When a grown man shouldn't have had any business even being around him. That's the crazy part. And that nigga was straight across the street. Literally. The first house T.O. saw when he left out the house was his dad's house. Didn't even know. Creed, have you have any thoughts on this?
I think he busted down to him really, he told him exactly that you need to take part in the relationships, especially the ones with your kids, because I think that's most important. That's why I left the service, because of my son. Because when the time is very crucial, from the time when they are 1 or 2 years old all the way up until they're 18 years old. You know, how you structure their life, is that's how they're going to view the world.
Well said. Very well said. Just in case
where did everybody go?
I know. Well, we're almost done here anyway. But I just need to remind everybody how Rihanna looked after Chris Brown got done with her.
Why didn't Chris Brown end up in prison for assaulting Rihanna? Chris Brown almost killed Rihanna. And you'll never believe the story. Back when they were dating, Rihanna was assaulted by Chris Brown during an argument that began when she read text messages from another woman on Brown's phone. The fight started in a Lamborghini they drove in together on the way to perform at the Grammy Awards in LA. Chris Brown was so upset that Rihanna accused him of cheating, he tried to force her out of the Lamborghini. He hit her head against the passenger window, punched her in the eye, and drove away while steering with one hand and continuing to punch her with the other. If this isn't insane enough, when Rihanna's mouth started bleeding, she spit blood onto Chris Brown's face. But you won't believe what Chris said to her next. Chris got so upset she split blood on him, he told her, "Now I'm really going to kill you." Brown was charged with felony assault, but never went to prison because he accepted a plea deal of community labor, 5 years probation, and domestic violence counseling. Do you think Chris Brown should have gone to prison for what he did?
Let me pause that. That's what he
Yes,
did.
yes, he should have.
And he did. I mean, the thing is he did the same to Carucci. I mean, there's a pattern. There is a pattern. Lynette, welcome, Lynette. Exactly, Lynetta, you nailed it. Why do people have to beg you to have a relationship with your child? Bars. Indiana mom breaks it down like this. I'm happy to have had the princess treatment from my dad and grandpa. Even both of them were terrible husbands. They protected me and gave me the confidence to avoid men just like them. Wow. Deep. Deep. Imagine if Rico says this. Imagine if they gave all these bug gas money, it would be a dusty helicopter